Battle control initialized.
Hello there, comrades and cannon fodder. Dvoid here. I've got a 2v2 game this time. This is my first 2v2 game. I haven't posted one so far, so I thought I'd make this my first. It's a fairly decent game. I'm using Ukraine. My teammates using Russia, and our opponents are using Germany and Russia. The map is the hidden sector, and a feature of this map are these gap generators positioned on the map. There's 4 of them, and they shroud certain areas so that you can't see under them. You can't capture them. You can destroy them, I assume, and I think you can't capture them. I think I tried once, but I'm not a big fan of this map, and especially a 2v2 version. So I'm not certain, but I don't think you can capture them. One of our opponents using a dog to lead the way for a bit of extra vision range, a specialist unit. Looks like my engineer's been neglected. That's not good. What a waste. You often see different build orders in 2v2 games because your teammate can support you. So I'm getting my only oil derrick shot up there. So not only have I lost my engineer, I wasn't protecting the one oil derrick I captured. That was a shame. But your teammate can support you, so you can go for a different build order to usual. Say go for tech units earlier and stuff, because your teammate can support you and back you up if you get attacked early. So it's always opportunity for a different build order when you get 2v2 games, because teammate can cooperate and complement each other. There, he's built a radar dome there, so you got the option to do that with 2v2 games. So if you get a 2-player team that are good and practiced together, they can develop tactics that are really effective. Like you can get one player using allies and one player using Soviets and use some interesting tactics and combinations. So a good 2-player team can be very hard to beat. And there was a tournament, at least one 2v2 tournament, if not more than one, there probably was. So you could get some good examples of 2v2 games there if you view some tournament games. But I prefer 1v1 games, so I don't have many 2 against 2. But now and then I like to have one. They are fun and different, so it's a change of pace, you know. So I do have the odd 2v2 game. Yeah, my opponent's building yaks. They are excellent. On a map this size, it's worth using yaks and helicopters and stuff early, because the size of the map is there's a lot of distance to cover. That's why my teammate's got his engineer in an APC look, because you can cover that distance between oil derricks that much quicker if you transport your engineers. Oh look, caught an enemy engineer sneaking around. So yeah, it's always worth transporting your units, your engineers, in a vehicle and using air units, because it's far better. You cover that ground quickly. My teammate's attacking an oil derrick here, but the enemy has set up defences straight away. They were ready. Ouch, the dog dived in there. He's caught by friendly fire, quite literally friendly fire. That's a shame. My teammate's got some thieves. And when I played this game, I wasn't a big fan of thieves. I didn't use them as much as I do now. Where nowadays they're literally a go-to unit for me. My V2s are my favourite unit, but thieves are also another favourite of mine. So I'd use them a lot more now. There's my teammate going for an enemy radar dome. That's a good choice of target with his airstrike. But yeah, when I played this, I didn't use thieves like I do now, so there won't be many examples of that, if any. But I was, I was using them a little bit, just not to the extent I do now. Yeah, my teammates have seen he's got some problems here, he's advancing. I should be supporting him immediately. Shouldn't be so slack. He's bringing up a plane, he shouldn't be pushing there, there's too much. So, yeah, as soon as the plane showed him the picture, the full picture, he's got out of there. He's bringing up more units and stuff, falling back to his defences, of course. And I've finally realised what's going on and coming to help. Ouch, he lost a few planes there, he lost 3. That's a bit harsh. Those units are on move command. He must have been busy somewhere else then, my teammate. That was a shame. Wiped out nicely. I was moving units forward to expand, that's why I wasn't paying attention properly, and you need to support your teammates properly in a 2v2 game, because when one player goes down, the remaining player is, you know, he's going to have problems, he'll be a big disadvantage. Oh, look what I caught there. We've got a teammate using his APC. Oh, that's nice. There's a couple of thieves. Infiltration. Is he? Yeah. He didn't have any money to take. That's a shame, but he got an ore truck. That was alright. And we're being hit by an eco raid. Yeah, those planes swept them up lovely. A nice strafe. Because the enemy didn't have his tank in front, so the first target those planes hit when they A-moved into the enemy was enemy infantry. So having your tanks up front is vital if you're engaging enemy units with aircraft, rather than A-move into the front of your enemy formation. Say if the enemy wanted to attack them this direction here, a lot of shots would be wasted on my tank. So you'd be far better moving your planes around behind an enemy formation and A-moving from behind so that you're not wasting shots on his screening units. And you can pick off artillery units and stuff from behind and then A-move so they strafe into the infantry. Nice V2 shot. Planes are, you know, if you have to use them against enemy infantry directly, and not use them for airstrikes or scouting, then yeah, make sure the strafing is done against the right units. And I got those flak trucks nicely. Ouch, he's lost 1 too. My teammate's pushing. It looks like I've got a force this time backing him up. I hope they hurry and get there. No, I was too slow, look. It's a shame, that. I am doing things, I'm expanding or trying to, busy. That looks like a dead MCV, yeah. Good choice, turn it around. My enemies provoked me. Probably caught my attention. Yeah, it was a good job that MCV turned round. He was heading into oblivion. I'm still lagging behind. I need to attack. See? That was a crash. That hurt. That wasn't so bad, I avoided that. The brunt of it, at least. Yeah, there's enough units there to push through. Ouch, caught a few units. Yeah, he's calling for help from his teammate. no doubt of him being overrun here. And the Reds are advancing as well by the looks of it. Moving past that oil derrick must have warned us. Yeah, those planes are doing a fair bit of damage, those yaks. A lot of it by crashing, admittedly, but it's a lot of damage. They're a pest. Yeah, there's a large force there. I've got my production here, but that's not exactly going to stop them. Punched through there. There's Tanya. Ouch, getting hit by friendly fire. Tank took her out, took her down. Now, yeah, you see, nowadays I'd have thieves trailing right behind to take the enemy's credits. I've been overrun here. Yeah, Reds have got a large army. Ah, look, my teammates attacking a few enemy vehicles with his MiGs. That's nice. Trying to stop this push from the Reds. I'm applying pressure here at least. I can punch through there, no problem. See, the yak strafed from the side where the infantry was, and because I didn't have any vehicles screening my men, look, helicopters are doing the same. They just chew straight through your infantry machine gun units like that. So you need a tank up front, and you see the tank's absorbing all that machine gun fire. You see, it makes all the difference. The enemy have to literally individually target units behind them, which just isn't as effective. Here we go. My teammate's trying to stop this. That's a nice iron curtain. Excellent. Dissuaded them from pushing on. That's nice. Two tanks and a bunch of infantries finished that attack off. Very efficient use. There's the artillery. Good. My attack's run out of steam. It's been finished. Looks like I've got a couple of thieves there though. So I was using them to some degree. Ouch. That hurt my teammate there. That yak killed a lot. They're doing a lot of damage, these blue yaks. Ouch. Yeah, he's kiting with a mammoth. Look, you move them back and trail the enemy units along while the mammoth's missiles fire at them. Look, see. Obviously they need support, and a few of them, but it's an excellent tactic. With your mammoths, kite them backwards away from the enemy. There's my thief. Yeah, my teammate's doing some good work with his yaks. It's making up for what they're attacking here nicely. If the there you go, look, if that had packed up and run, I'd have had that thief capture it. That's what I was thinking there. That's why I should have brought more support, but that was my thought behind that one. Power drop. For an eco raid power drop from my teammate. Got an attack moving around here. Looks like I'm going to lose my thieves, sadly. Clearing out the enemy structures here, though. Yeah, I lost those thieves. It's a shame. Shoot it down. That's it. Ouch, look at that. Knocked half the health off my tech centre. And they've got a sneak attack here. A flank attack. More like, not a sneak. I've got a small force, so I've got V2s and flaks with it here. Hopefully they can advance. My teammates, he's got some units here. He's got an MCV moving with them. I've got another MCV moving out there. That's alright. It looks like we're going to be caught off guard again by this attack from blues over here. Although the MiGs should deal with the tanks, and then there won't be much of a problem. I'm using spy plane to check my advance. There's an enemy MCV moving up. Oh, he's used an Iron Curtain and a Mammoth tank. Very good. See, more really efficient use of the Iron Curtain there. Although it might have been nice to use it here, but he had to use it defensively. It was the right choice. He did well. See, he's shift queued an attack command from his Mammoth just to target the tanks. But a trick with the Mammoths is when you fire with them, their missiles, Tusk missiles, and their cannons, them two main cannons, are actually separate. So that if you tell your Mammoth to fire at a tank, you can immediately fire the Tusks at an infantry target. You don't have to wait for the normal reload time. So you fire your Mammoth tanks as separate weapons. You don't have to wait for a reload. So target a tank, target infantry, and then wait for the reload, etc. Target a tank, then infantry. So you don't have to wait for a reload between missiles and the cannons. You just fire them one after the other. Whereas if it's just, say, told to attack a tank, it'll sit there and fire at it until the tank's destroyed without using missiles, probably. So while you're doing that, order it to attack infantry while you're waiting for the main cannons to reload, and you can fire your Tusk missiles at a separate target. There's a bit of a power drop, missed him. So yeah, you can fire your Tusk missiles while you're waiting for your cannons to reload. There's a destroyed oil derrick. I've got a small power drop there as an eco raid. Hopefully I can catch some of those blue planes with my flak trucks, because he's done a lot of damage with them. Ouch. There's my teammates being hit by a decent force. Ouch. More yak crashes, look. Tesla troopers are nice, but yeah, more Iron Curtain. That was, look, more examples of an efficient Iron Curtain. See, I use a spy plane there. That was really good, that. He's done very well with that Iron Curtain. But there's the radar jammer. If any enemy unit fires missiles at a target within this red circle here of the radar jammer, your missiles can't track and they miss their targets. So those radar jammers are brilliant because they stop enemy rocket troops and any enemy rockets from hitting your units within that circle. So you can really turn engagements to your favour with those units. They're very, very effective. So you need to use your tanks and cannons to pick them off if your opponent's using them, because your missiles won't hit them, and your rocket troops are what's doing most of the damage during engagements, your rocket infantry. So if those rocket infantry are having all their shots disrupted because you've got 2 or 3 of these along the front line, then you're done for, because your rockets can't land. And then they become your primary target, and it's difficult. I've got Iron Curtain of my own there. See how it draws the enemy fire? Look, all those rockets that just aren't doing anything. See, he's ordered them past, but they're still, UA moved them, they'll still turn on that, look, see? Still shooting at my tank. Now it's done with, the engagement's over. The Iron Curtain's an excellent ability, so simple but effective. And as long as you've got tanks and effective units you can use the Iron Curtain on, it's a great ability to have, a great asset. Yeah, I'm telling my teammate, don't kill the refs. So I did have that in mind. Yeah, I put don't kill the refs, I put thieves in. So I did have that in mind. I just didn't use them to the same degree I do now. I didn't have them as a go-to favourite like I do now. Like I say, if I was overrunning an enemy refinery nowadays, I've got a thief or an engineer or both with me. So it was just different when I played this game. I didn't have them. I wasn't. There's a thief. I didn't have them so readily available to use like I do now. I'd always have, whenever my MCVs follow my units into battle and I overrun an enemy expansion, the first thing my MCV is going to do is deploy, put a barracks down, then a base defense, and churn out thieves. And obviously I'll have a radar dome if I'm doing that. But it's my go-to tactic now. I overrun an enemy refinery and that's the first thing I'm thinking. There's going to be a thief on them straight away. I'm falling back here. I've lost a lot of units. Oh, look at that. He swept them up nicely. V2's had nothing left to hit. That was lovely, that. My teammate, sorry, is applying pressure here at this side. That's quite good. And his MiGs have done brilliantly. Yeah, you need to back off from that, though. He's reinforcing it a bit. And it looks like I'm moving. Oh, no, there's another attack's caught me off guard. That's a shame. Yeah, my teammate's telling me. Oh, dear. No, I'm freaking out thinking, am I getting attacked by an army? So, yeah, like I used my scout plane, spy plane, realised there's nothing there hardly. So I just send a few units back. That's good. That's good to see. That was dangerous use of that conyard, putting it there, especially as I had to fall back. Here's my push. My teammates gathering forces on the other flank here, look. So we're about to squeeze. See, nowadays, like I say, I'd have had thieves in that refinery. I'd be preserving it, keeping it alive. Oh, look, blue is... That's it, blue's GG'd. He's being overrun here. This is his main source of income. He's only got one ore truck. Blue's been crippled. Although he has just launched an eco raid with a paradrop. My teammates using 4 mammoth tanks and a Tesla tank under Iron Curtain. That's nice. Oh, there's Tanya. I'm assuming she's going to get a rocket. Yeah, a rocket to the face. There, nice. That's a nice push. I've wiped them off, wiped them out here, wiped them off that expansion. Blues are gone. And red's got nothing left. That's the end of that. Yeah, that was a fairly fun game, that one. And like I say, I don't play many 2v2 games, but it's always fun to have one now and then. There's often players grouping together, waiting to set up a 2 against 2 or a 3 against 3 game. There's usually players doing that. But 9 out of 10 of my games are 1v1s, like I say. But this is a decent, fun game, so I hope viewers like it, and that it's a good first choice for my first 2v2 post. There we go. There's the final scores. Let's look at some army graph. Ouch, my army graph did dip at one point. Reds did. Be expected, I suppose. There's the earnings graph, a mess. Our armies. 12 mammoth tanks. And here's the combat tab. Blue killed a lot. I bet it was a lot of yak work. A lot of crashed yaks on a lot of guys. That was quite good, that. Those blue yaks. Economy tab. Yeah. That's a lot of money earned and that. A lot of kills and stuff, look. yeah, there's a good game for you then, guys. I hope my viewers enjoyed it. And until my next post, take good care of yourselves and goodbye.
Battle control terminated.